What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Paystyle for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, sorry, I just saw his message here. Johnston does not go to Valhalla. That's mad. Anyway, people, we got some breaking news for you, man. Right now, regarding Tyson Fury, aka Luke Partridge. That's the alleged. That's his real name, his birth name. Anyway, he's jumped on the Instagram, airing out Alexander. Very nice. I like it. My body's soft. I like Usyk, 100%. His body is. To be fair, come on, people, stop playing, man. His body's soft. It is. I like him. I like Usyk, but his body's soft. It's like saying YB. I like you, but you are 5'9", manlit, victim height. I couldn't call you a liar. Do you understand, people? Anyway, let's cut to it. Tyson came through and said, "Oh, you're about a half feel the wrath of the Gypsy King. Oh, should have finished me when you had the chance." And he put a rabbit there. And he also made a longer statement and said, "You had your shot, but couldn't finish the job. Mistake. Now you're about to feel, now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. F Usyk, F Klimas, F Krasiuk, and if you're down with Usyk, then F you too. The Bare Knuckle King 2024 coming for you. December 21st is mine. Me against the world. Incoming 3 times. Heavyweight champ." Okay, in fact, Usyk replied. Let's get to that now and I'll break it down for you, man. Usyk responded and put, "You're really cool, my friend. Listen, people, I do believe, contrary to most people, contrary to myself in the past, I do believe he's going to turn up December 21st. I do. I think you can lock that in. I'll be very shocked if Fury pulls out now. That said, he's finished. I can tell you that right now, for free, he's finished. I've got a video coming soon. I keep forgetting to do it, but there's a video, Tyson Fury, all buddy with Alexander Usyk. I mean, never mind that video. Even the fight we saw, he was finished. He gave us all this shtick. He took my $100. Oh, I'm too long, too big. 8 inches. Oh, 270 pounds. 270 pounds, 8 inches of reach, 8 inches of height. I can give it to him long. I can give it to him on the inside. I bought into that. And we saw none of it, essentially, people. He tried to keep it long, desperately trying to run around from dude because he don't want to fight. And people who don't even know boxing like that, Michelle said, "Miles, he's jerking off, pulling all the faces because he don't want to fight." At the time, I was indoctrinated. I was missexualized by the Tyson Fury clan. So I would say, no, he's having fun in there. Oops. He wasn't having fun in there. And I've transcended now. I'm not the number one boxing pundit for getting all the calls right. What I can tell you is, and I can tell you pretty quickly, if someone wants to fight or not. Yeah? Anthony Johnston does not want to fight. Tyson Fury does not want to fight. Richard Riakporhe does not want to fight. Lawrence Hug Coley does not want to fight. Those are the top 4 cats right now who do not want to fight. Scared to death to be in the mix. Yeah? Oh, you should have stopped me. And he's already stopped you psychologically. Usyk has already stopped Tyson Fury psychologically. And the writing's been on the wall here. Fury and AJ really have similar careers in terms of their trend. The trend for AJ is Vladimir Klitschko, Ruiz, Dubois. You see the fall down. He has a little bit of a fight against Vladimir Klitschko, and then after the fight he says to Rob McCracken, "Oh, I don't want to get hit anymore, Rob." That's a red flag. A red flag for a boxer. Yeah, of course we want more skills, but to be scared of getting hit, it's a no-no. It's a no-no. It's a given. A swimmer wouldn't come to a coach and say, "I don't want to get wet no more, coach." You finished. Yeah, the minute a swimmer don't want to get wet anymore, he's finished. The minute a boxer don't really want to get hit anymore, he's finished. So the Vlad fight sowed the seeds. He was too young and naive really to quit then. Then we got Mr. Blobby. Some people said he quit. True Geordie says it was the greatest, most warrior-based performance he's ever seen. But ultimately, neutral boxing heads like myself can say, he didn't want to fight. Whether he quit or didn't quit, whether he quit or whether it was the most greatest, courageous performance ever, he didn't want to fight. Let's leave it there. He didn't want to fight no more. He was happy to get stopped. And then you got the Dubois fight. Scared to death and got knocked out by Maximus Danelius Dubois Stronima. Do you understand, people? That's what happened there. That's his trend. Fury's trend. The Cunningham fight. I don't think Fury's problem didn't start at the Cunningham fight. He came through the Cunningham fight with flying colours. He was a full-fledged fighter back then. He scared David Haye off. David Haye didn't want to fight. Then you got the Wilder fights. Wilder won. Still, he wasn't scared. He got up fighting in them fights. And he comes back in Wilder 2, again showing he's not scared. A scared fighter will come back in a rematch after being clipped, like AJ vs Ruiz 2. Fury, to his credit, got even more aggressive and stormed forward. I believe it was Wilder 3. That's where Tyson Fury's problem started. Because he went into that fight and he realised, oh, I am vulnerable. Wilder put him down twice. And then after that, we've got fights like Ngannou. Fury's in there, a 10-1 favourite against a wrestler. And you saw what AJ did to Mbongo. He's no good. He's a wrestler. Jake Paul would have looked at the floor and bowled his right hand over, and Ngannou would have been knocked spark out the same way. Because wrestlers can't take the overhand right. They can't take the overhand right. That's the wrestlers' kryptonite. Look at the floor and bowl your right hand over. It's right on the end of their button. They sleep. So, Wilder 3 fight happens. Fury goes life and death, has to get off the mat. Ngannou happens. He gets put down. Does Tyson Fury come back fighting? No. He does not. He gets put down and he loses that fight realistically. There's no way he won that fight. He lost that fight. But nicked it through by the way of his turbulency, putting him on with the judges. And then you got the Usyk fight. The Usyk fight, he comes out scared to death, gets clipped in the first round, and really does nothing. Gets knocked out in the 9th round, gets his nose bopped. Again, a key... Tyson Fury said in the build-up to Usyk, I don't care if my nose goes, because whatever, it's just a nose. I can breathe up my mouth. Or it's only a bit of blood. He gets bopped on the nose, and that defined the fight, right? He got bopped on the nose, lost his concentration, and then gets knocked out. It's only because Usyk isn't aggressive, / Usyk is humanitarian. Usyk appreciates the fact there's loads of wars and violence going on across the world. He didn't want to add to that, so he let Tyson Fury off the hook. Not my advice. He should have stormed all over him. That's what he should have done. But anyway, that's history now. The fact of the matter is, you can see the differentiation between... Really, Fury versus Cunningham is the same as Fury versus Usyk. The only thing that's changed is Tyson Fury's mind, and he does not want to scrap anymore. Fury was in there with a cruiserweight Cunningham, and he's in there with a cruiserweight Usyk. Yes, Usyk's more skilled and better. The facts remain the same though. Fury got off the mat against Cunningham and went in there and had a bit of a fight about it. He knows what to do. He knows what to do when he's losing or he's having a bit of a tough one. He did not do that, especially on the back of the whole Wilder 2 shtick and the whole Kronk shtick. Fury said, I'll go straight forward now, Kronk. That was the narrative. So don't tell me you've been training Kronk and you managed to bully Wilder, but then you forgot about it and I didn't know, my dad didn't tell me and Andy Lee didn't tell me that. No, you just don't want to fight. And that's why you came out jerking off from the first round, all goofy looking, because you don't want to get engaged. It's safe to goof off. It's safe to kind of entertain outside of actually fighting. If Tyson Fury could have gone into that Usyk fight and just clowned around for 36 minutes straight and not have to take any punches or not have to get involved at all, he'd have taken that. Even against Chisora, he couldn't put the hammer on Chisora either. He was fanning about with Chisora. He should have waded over Chisora. Effective, right? If Fury's that good and he can knock all the biggest puncher of all time, Deontay Wilder out, what was Chisora doing in there? Big Toe, Mr. Painted Nail, David Haye. David, I got punched up by Tony 40 million year old Thompson. Do you understand, people? Do you understand? Yeah? That's the bottom line here. So he's finished. And this, what you see here, is, I think Turkey, Turkey likes the promos. I think Turkey just told him to put a statement out. He might even say it. And I also worry If you disagree, YB, he's not finished. YB, he's not finished. He's not finished. When people start shilling religion, it's because they don't believe they've got it in themselves. So you got to see Tyson Fury here now. I'm not knocking anyone who's religious. I'm just saying it's a sign. Yeah, look at changed his profile picture now to I love Jesus. He's not godly like that though, right? Let's call a spade a spade. He's not actually that. What he's looking for, he wants someone to save his ass. Yeah? That's what he's looking for now. He's thinking, oh, if I put this... I remember when I was swimming, I was a capitalistic... What's the word? When I was involved in athletics, yeah, or whatever you want to call it, in top level sport, I was... what would you call it? Essentially, I'd pray more when I had a swimming event coming up. Yeah, I thought I could be... Oh, if I pray more, I'll get something from it. So it's like that... the more you put in, the more you get out. Oh, I used to pray like, I don't know, X amount of times a day, hoping to get put on. Yeah. But ultimately, what it comes down to is, I can tell you now, God has no intervention in this life. If there is a God, he ain't intervening in nothing. Ever. I don't believe. So with that said, from my own experience, and I'm telling you that's what he's thinking, same principle. I wanted God to bless me with the Anunnaki genetics and the Anunnaki spirit, so I didn't have to push through and do the hard worldly work. That's what it is. Taking it for free. So when you see someone changing their profile picture, it's like the YB praying extra times to try and get put on. Fury's trying to play. He needs Jesus right now because it's going to take Jesus to save his ass against Usyk. That's how he feels. And again, putting all of the previous fights and all of his history and the fact he's finished, like I've explained, to one side, Fury's own behaviour in front of Usyk, yeah, he wasn't giving it. I got video coming soon, like I said. When Fury was in front of Usyk, he was not giving it the F you, F you, F you. And to be fair, he did that in the pre-fight. Him and John Fury did that in the pre-fight. I remember making a video in the pre-fight build-up. Gassed, like, yeah, he's going to give it... I think it was the weigh-in or the final face-off, something like that. I was like, yeah, this little midget's getting it. Fury was like, he's getting it. I was like, yeah. Proper pumped. Geeked. Do you understand? Oops. It was all waffle. And really, I don't know. If you've ever had a friendship group and people bitch and moan or bitch and moan about other people, but then when they see them, that's how you know the respect level. Because I've seen it where if there's a punky dude in the group, people have no problem just buoying him off, right? If there's a more alpha guy in the group, they might bitch and moan, but they ain't buoying him off in public. And that's what you have here with Fury. When Fury's with Usyk in public, he's sitting there bum licking. Oh, Alexander, you punched up Dubois and AJ. Completely forgetting the fact he got punched up. He's trying to be best friends with the bully kind of thing. He wants you to be on him. Tyson Fury wants Usyk on his side. Yeah, you punched him up, bro. Well done, you're really hard, Usyk, man. I wish I could be hard like you one day. That's the vibe it was giving off. And Usyk was there like just nodding his head like this guy. You a side man. I'm fixing to have another go on you. You big egghead looking ass. Yeah, that's what Usyk was not there. Licking Fury's backside saying, yeah, you punched up Wilder. He wasn't doing that. He was based. And Fury was bum licking. And the next thing you know, Usyk's not in the cut. And Fury's on the BT interview saying, F that rabbit. So that shows you not only the character of the man, but what's going on in here. Because when you was sparking in front of Usyk, it wasn't even just a political thing Fury was doing. Political would be, I'm not saying Fury should go in there and start brawling with Usyk, right? We get it. It's a Turkey event and you don't have to be violent. It's the mannerisms you give off. It's a bit like, for example, and I think John Jones... Listen, I want John Jones to fight Aspinall. I think John Jones will twist Aspinall up all different ways and deal with him, for sure. That said, he's acting a bit scary. So there's two sides of the coin. If they get in the octagon, though, Johnny Jones, I'm backing Johnny Jones with coins. Because there'll be enough Tom Aspinall homosexuals to boost up the odds, especially in the UK. That'll be a 50-50 fight, if not Tom Aspinall the favourite, and I'll be cashing out with Johnny Bones. That's what will be happening on that one. My point is, there's a clip of Johnny Bones and Aspinall. And Aspinall comes up quite friendly and starts touching John on his shoulder, kind of sizing him up, and John gets his hand and just pulls it off. Yeah? That's what you call a based interaction. There's no sunning going on there. Yeah? That's what Fury could have done. Instead, it's like John Jones going up to Aspinall and saying, "Oh, you knocked out Curtis Blades, didn't you, man? You knocked him." Imagine that. He ain't gonna do that. He boss. He believe he out for boss. Imagine that for a second, people. Imagine Johnny Bones running up to Tom Aspinall and saying, "Yeah, you knocked out Curtis Blades, man. You knocked him out. You knocked him out as well." It's like, whoa, you're a side. That's a side man. Yeah, those are the kind of things that Skins would do. Yeah, if Skins, who hangs with AJ, saw Usyk, he'd run up to him and say, "Oh, you beat up Fury and you beat up AJ." Yeah, that's what Skins would do. A side man. He ain't the main player. He a side mission. That's what he is. That's the bottom. I can't cut it better than that. Oh, you YB, you hater. YB, if you could be Skins, it's still the facts. Whether I'd be Skins or not, it's still the fact. He's a side man. Do you understand that, people? And Fury's acting like a side man. Not my opinion. Fact. He's bum licking Usyk in his face, and then when he's not in his face, he's talking about midget and gap tooth. He could have done that in person, and I still wouldn't have believed it. I'd still believe it was an act. But the ultimate cuckage is when two men meet and you're licking his backside. Fury didn't have to say nothing. Fury could have said, "I don't want to talk to this corny guy." Fury literally goes over. Usyk's doing his own thing. Fury runs over. Like a fan trying to get a signature. "Oh man, you..." And he's proper... Like, he's getting... Usyk looks uncomfortable. He's like, "Whoa, what's this corny ass dude doing, man? Bum licking for?" All in his personal space. It's like... I felt bad for Fury. He's finished. And that's when I knew for sure. That's when I knew for sure. After watching that video, I knew for sure it is finished. Yeah, it's a case of... And I guess there's an argument now based on that. Will he get in the ring? Will a man that shook actually get in the ring? Which is a fair point to make. I think the bag's too much though. 50 mil or 100 X amount of mil, he'll get in there. Yeah, the bare knuckles, they love the coins too much. They love the coins. They love them coins. And the people around Fury, Tyson, will pump his head up as well. But then again, Shane's who's probably the most based, is still a bit of a dickhead anyway, but still, the most based Shane, he said, "I don't want you getting punched no more." Shane knows it's over. Yeah, Shane knows it's over, but he's probably getting... Not getting a cut from Tyson, but he gets the crumbs that fall off the plate. Yeah? By necessity, right? If your brother's making 100 mil, you're going to get a little piece of bread here and there just falling off. You're going to get the scraps. I remember one of Adrian Broner's, when he had a series called About Billions. And this dude, he had this white donny around him. Might have been his handler, actually. I think it was a shekel, but either way. And on the series, this guy would wash Adrian Broner's drawers, yeah? And all of his clothes. And he'd say, "Yeah, I love washing his clothes because sometimes I find $100 bills in there." I was like, "Oh, this is mad. I find $100 bills in his drawer." So this Feeny shekel cat, yeah, was just fiending to wash dude's clothes so he could get some scraps, get some crumbs. And that's what Shane will be on. Shane will be washing Tyson Fury's drawers, hoping there's some bills in there to get paid. So whilst he doesn't agree with it, he'll go along with it. Yeah, we saw Shane and Tyson, they were in Saudi or whatever. So he gets all the, you know what I'm saying? He gets them that kind of put on. So he's incentivized for Tyson to keep fighting. He's not going to say, "Tyson, man, you finished and you need to save yourself." Same as John. John likes the spotlight too much. And they'll be hoping in their heart, "Oh, maybe he can do it and then we're back to where he was." But from what I've seen, the first fight, his mannerisms when the bell went, to be that nervous and not want to fight and then get knocked out and still not want to fight, it's only going to be more... He's only got another 6 months dealing with that psychologically. It doesn't make you more... It doesn't make you harder. And if you're saying, "Well, he might bounce back and do what Daniel Dubois has done," I'd put to you the bum licking. Yeah, that video where he's licking Usyk's ass, talking about, "Oh man, you're the best and you beat both of them bums." That's something that's been ingrained. I'm telling you now, for free, if Alexander Usyk travelled down to Morecambe and knocked that front door, he'd be walking in there, and Tyson wouldn't even say much. He'd just go and post up in the cupboard and leave a little cracked hair. And Usyk would be the man of that house. That's the kind of vibes he's giving off. Same as Canelo and Plant. Watch that fight in the latter rounds. Plant sitting there saying, "Oh man, you're really good, bro. Am I any good?" Corny ass dude. If Canelo came round to Plant Eminem's house and knocked his door, Plant would open the door, not say a word, and go post up in the cupboard. Go post up in the wardrobe. Carrot Top will be having to go on Eminem's Light Skin Bird. 1,000,000%. Because you're cucked. You've been cucked. Psychologically cucked. Because no man who's beat my ass am I going to be sitting there bum licking him about how good he is. Oh, you did this to them. It's like you're trying to jockey for favour from the king. Yeah? It's corny. So now you're not now you're not in Usyk's presence, you're talking about this, that, the other. Nah, you finished. That's what this is, people. Not to mention, like I said, the whole Jesus thing now. And if I show you this here, and there's nothing wrong, like I said, there's nothing wrong with believing in Jesus or not believing in Jesus. But when someone starts pushing it, like these things here. Here we go. Look here. Focus on Jesus, not the storm. Focus on Jesus, not the struggle. So he's going through struggle right now. He's trying to find something outside. Same as AJ and the monarchies and the Colosseums. There's a lot of corny estrogenic cats, man, who need some other man with long hair. Some white dunny, allegedly, they say. That's what the white man says. The white man says Jesus was white, even though he comes from some next place. The white man, if he exists, man, he ain't white, man. It's one of them ones. He ain't white with blonde hair and blue eyes, man. You man are bugging. You man are bugging. That's what the documents say. Yeah? The documents don't say he was from Cornwall. I don't care. I don't think he exists. Full stop. I think it's a big Roman scam. That's what I think it was. I think the Romans brought you that shtick. For some, I don't know. They brought you that stick, man. That's what they did. They put, oh man, do this one. People, let me tell you something now. The Old Testament said, an eye for an eye. The New Testament said, turn your cheek. Yeah? They want you being a good slave. Don't be violent. Be cucked. Yeah. Just listen. Just obey your master and go along to get along. And if master claps your butt cheeks, if your master is Puff Daddy or the Desert Diddy, then you must take that and turn the other cheek. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, in my opinion. Again, I respect everyone's beliefs and each of their own. I can have my own beliefs and you can have your own beliefs. I'm not calling a spade here. Yeah? Some Donny with long hair ain't gonna save your ass. Not in this realm. If he does exist, it'll be in the next realm. It won't be in this one. So lock in. Yeah? And travel there. Martyrdom is what every man should seek, and in the boxing game, that's easy to find. It really is easy to find. If you're clocking into a 9 to 5, define martyrdom. It's hard to do, right? In boxing, though, ding ding, I'm knocking this bum spark out, or I make it to martyrdom. Yeah, really that simple. That's if I was training a fighter, I'd put it like that. I can't make you fight. Yeah, I can't make you fight. Every fight you have a choice. Yeah, Warrior's Paradise or prison booty bandit victim. Those are your two options. Yeah, prison booty bandit victim or Warrior's Paradise. Make a choice. Don't make a difference to me. But don't come back here. Don't come back here if you're in that soft shit, man. Go back to his corner and sit there chop it with him. I don't want to see your sorry looking ass. You understand me? But listen, man. Focus on Jesus, not the stress. Focus on Jesus, not the past. Focus. Yeah, this guy going through it. Yeah, I've seen these posts before. This is a cat going through it, man. It's quite sad, really. No, it's not sad. He's paid. But even when Tyson Fury's already told you, even when he was paid, he still had issues. And that is one thing I did say a while ago. If this guy lost his head after getting it all, what's going to happen when he loses it all and he gets popped by a soft-bodied 165-pound amateur Sean Porter victim? Oops. So don't be surprised if we see a bigger fall-off. He may want to be motivated. I've had it myself where you want to be motivated and you train really hard. But when you're in the mix, when you're in the cut of it, when that competition starts, that's all that matters. Yeah, training's a safe environment. We can all be relatively hard there, and boxing's another level, of course. Like normal athletics is just whatever it is, but boxing's a whole another ballgame, another level above that. So I do believe Fury will train hard. It won't matter when the bell goes, though. Particularly, and my advice to Usyk would be, I'd start fast. If I was Usyk, I'd start fast, round 1 or 2, let Fury feel the pace and get clipped early, and then I'd back off. In the middle 4. So from rounds 4 to 6, from rounds 2 to 6, I'd back off and let Fury Do you know what I'm saying? Burn himself out, and then I'd give it to him on the back straight. Take that, take that. I'd give him a Desert Diddy in the back six. Yeah? That's what I'd do. I'd take Tyson Fury to the shake-off early. The shake-off after party, I'd take him to that in the back straight. Take that, take that. You understand, people? Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I will be putting some coin on Usyk because I'm back on now. Yeah, there's a lot of hating us. A lot of Johnston homosexuals. You man are hating. Now you're saying before you was laughing. Oh, YB can't call a fight left or right. Yeah, he don't know whether fighters are coming or going. Now you're saying, oh, it's only one fight. It always starts with one. People, a run of 100 wins, which I'm going to be on now. I can feel the game now. I can feel it. I got a feel for it. I lost my way. Yeah, from now on, I'm going with people who are hard and want to fight. I'm not betting on no punks no more. I'm not doing it. If you're a punk, and I should have known that, because Fury didn't want to fight with Mbongo. So, all due respect, I wasn't looking at what's in front of me. Usyk wants to fight. Maximus Dan Nellius wants to fight. Yeah? Bacoli-ish. Zhang not going to get, but yeah, you get the point I'm making. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one. People, stop it.